E-learning in practice. There are various ways in which e-learning can be used to teach business English. For example, by using modules and electronic records via an internet learning platform. In such a situation, the learners are provided access to the company's intranet, in which they can choose different modules according to their own level and according to their needs. So they meet the teacher once in a month, and otherwise all the interaction between the teacher and the students takes place through the internet. These modules are supplemented by authentic materials which are purposely written and which contain various levels and various language forms, and the students are free to choose according to their own needs. The teacher has a software with which he or she records what was the choice of the learners about various tasks and how long it took for the learners to fulfill that particular task. And according to this knowledge, then the teacher can keep a record of the learners' needs and then prescribe different modules for further improving the learners' proficiency in English. Another way is to test the learner's proficiency in an online test, which is basically self-directed and gives access to different resources. So sometimes teachers find that they have to test the standard of English proficiency of their learners. So the students have to test themselves in an online computer testing program, which is much faster and cheaper as compared to face-to-face testing. So if the classes are larger, then they are divided up into smaller groups, and these groups are then given their own projects, and they have to work on these projects on their own personal computers, and they are given facilities of internet, CD-ROMs and DVD libraries. So they can carry out this testing online. Then there is a concept of web conferencing. In situations where participants of a class are situated in widely dispersed locations, it is difficult for them to attend classes. So the institution or the company can invest into a web conferencing software, for example, in CU/CME software, and then the whole class can meet and interact online through a web conference. So this is unlike a video conferencing in which a specially equipped conference room has to be set up with the required equipment with it, which might be very expensive. So this is much more cheaper and faster. Then there's another concept, web-based research projects in small groups. Sometimes it is a university requirement that students have to achieve their credits in business English. And these students might come from a wide variety of specialisms. For example, they might come from IT, they might come from chemistry, from chemical, and many, and they might have a very different levels of proficiency in English. So if this large class is divided up into smaller classes according to their level of proficiency and according to their needs and interests, and then they are given each group, which comprises of 3 to 4 students, they can be given web-based projects according to their speciality. They can interact, the team members can interact with each other online and work on these projects, and this could be followed by face-to-face presentations for each group according to the project which has been given to them. Then electronic tools can be used to analyze the real language. For example, if the trainer or the teacher feels that the employees or the students need to improve their report writing skills, then he or she can access the relevant copies of reports from the company. And access to the intranet of the company or the institution can have a record of all the older reports which are present. The teacher can then scan these different reports and make them available for the learners. And then this software and this corpus which has been created as a result, it can be made accessible to the learners, and they can use this corpus to identify the lexical patterns which are there and then use them for further improving their proficiency in English. Then there is the class website. The teacher can ask one of the learners to create a class website in which the teacher and the learners can contribute. For example, the learners can contribute by posting photographs in it. They can post about their likes and dislikes. They can post their written work, and then also share useful links. They can talk about their needs and the problems which they are facing in a particular course. The teacher can also contribute to this website by giving additional worksheets and revision material to the learners. Feedback would show that this type of activity using the internet for e-learning would motivate the learners to increase and to improve their proficiency in English. So to challenge the e-learning into the classroom poses a challenge for the business English teacher. But if the teacher keeps in mind what are the needs of the learners and the level of the learners, then e-learning can prove to be very beneficial for the business English teacher and learners.